You Make It, We Mock It is a series where people from all over the world create designs they believe will handle the rigors of supersonic flight. The designs and materials used show the creativity and craftsmanship of these talented people. They may not have formal training in aerodynamics, but that hasn't stopped them from achieving amazing results. Gentlemen, and the three ladies that watch our videos. Hi, this is Jeff of TAOFLEDERMAUS. We've got another design by Evan Perry. Evan is the master of turning discarded items into jewelry and other little treasures. Normally he makes jewelry and he sells it on his Etsy page. But Evan also has a knack for designing these aerodynamic objects that he sends to us, and most of the time I don't think they're going to work, but I'm often proven wrong. Now this design he calls the Boss. They're made out of cast iron. Yes, cast iron. After he machined them, he put them on his electric stove, heated them up, and it gave them that nice dark black color. Now it's entirely possible this also annealed them or tempered them and removed some of the brittleness of the cast iron. The shape is a semi-Diablo shape. It does have kind of a skirt, but it differs quite a bit from the normal pellet rifle Diablo shape. And of course Diablo refers to that yo-yo-like toy that kind of has that hourglass shape. One thing we've learned through our experimentation is the hollow cavity at the skirt of an air rifle pellet is just there to cause the skirt to expand against the barrel and seal it. When somebody decided to scale up an air rifle pellet to 12 gauge size, they kept the hollow cavity in the base, not realizing that it wasn't needed. Making the base solid is actually better because you're going to have a heavier projectile and you'll have much better support against the wadding. In case you were wondering what Evan used to make these out of, they were made out of the cast iron handles of fireplace pokers. The guy's very creative.
Welcome back, TAOFLEDER folks. Jeff and OG out here. Hey, another creation from Evan in Texas. Little cast iron rounds, and Jeff has mounted them in a little zombie wad there.
It's TAOFLEDERMAUS green. I had to special order them.
Yeah. Zombie wad. Not a bad band name, Zombie Wad.
Yes.
So anyway, these cast iron rounds from Evan, we're going to try these through the old Benelli because we're not really sure if these things are going to blow up and
not blow up, shatter.
Shatter.
Cast iron is a brittle metal. These are heavy.
So the Benelli has a screw-in rifle choke. We're going to see if these things with a little bit of spin, how they do for accuracy, how they do for damage. We've got a couple of cool targets out here for you, including a gigantic pumpkin full of water. See how that thing blows up, and stay tuned. Just a fi radio. Just low-fi.
The radio does not work anymore. I don't want to hear any. Should have donated to blah blah blah. Okay. Whenever you are ready.
All right, at the little center button.
Okay.
Oh my!
Wow.
That had quite a bit more recoil.
Yes. Well, the good news is the cast iron slug was so durable. It didn't shatter when we shot it, but it just was not very stable. But this big old heavy slug weighing over 1 1/3 ounces sure did a lot of damage to that radio. Now it's important to note that all the slugs were not identical. They didn't come off a CNC machine. So, Evan injected a little artistic creativity into each one, and they all varied a little bit. So just because this one was not very stable is not the end of the story. Okay, what's your official opinion?
Well, it did a lot more damage than the other earlier ones. This thing flew in here, I guess impacted sideways, tore right through, and blasted all the sweet, sweet Taylor Swift tunes right out the back.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right out the back. You can actually hear some of her teardrops on her guitar right there.
Did she play the guitar?
I don't know. I think it's all dubbed in.
Oh, okay.
Milli Vanilli.
Okay, there's no match for the
It tore the flux capacitor out of there. Look at that.
Wow. Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
People, I'll get comments saying, "Hey, I need one of those for my radio.
Perfect.
Please send it to me."
There you go. If you're a Patreon, it'll be sent to you.
Oh no, no,
You can wire this into your iPhone and probably get super Netflix.
Yeah.
From the dark web.
Dark web.
You'll get the dark web if you wire that in. Woo.
I think the radio's done. I can officially throw it away now.
Yeah, I don't think there's much left of that one.
There's a lot of jet activity today.
Yeah.
Okay, 20-pound lead plate.
Which is about $17.50 in US dollars.
Yes. Let's see if it. We're still shooting through rifled choke for spin. It's a hard hitting, hard kicking.
Yes, it is. It was a mule.
Okay. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Center of the plate. Oh my! Ejected itself.
Wow.
Oh my!
Well, this is the moment after impact. I screwed up with the camera. Sorry. Okay.
Burrowed itself in there.
That's about where it was sitting. About almost 8:30 degree, on the clock. 9 o'clock.
What is that in British time, though?
I don't know.
It's like 2 o'clock.
3 pounds.
2 o'clock in Greenwich time, though.
Aye.
So the little tail over here broke off, but both pieces embedded themselves in there, almost separate. You can kind of see there the little splash mark.
I think it broke off after it hit.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
okay.
I'm saying the main slug here and the little tail. You can kind of see the separate splash here and the bigger splash there.
Okay.
And just
wow.
about wanted to get through there.
Look at that.
Little cracked nubbin.
Easy there. Easy, sleazy.
Hey, 2 guys out in the desert with a lead plate and lots of holes.
That's right.
So yeah, that thing is burrowed in there deep. It'll be in there for a good long time.
Yep, until I melt it down. Whenever, if you're ready, I'm ready.
All right, at the big flower, the big green flower.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh boy.
I think that might have gone through. That was exactly where you're aiming too.
Went exactly where we were aiming. Evidently it went nose first instead of sideways.
I think so, yeah.
It plowed through there and blasted out the back.
Man, oh man.
We actually heard the thing sailing out down and then saw it splash in the water out back. So big old giant exit wound, and I don't know if you can see there, but
no, because you keep moving it.
You can see right through there, daylight.
Okay, let me.
Nice big old giant hole.
I can't line it up. There we go. We believe you.
Can you see the hole?
That is a clean. That's tough to get through. A Foster slug won't go through that.
6 inches of wet magazine is a very formidable target. Most handgun rounds would not make it through there.
Well, I was paying attention this time with the Chronos high-speed camera, but look how stable that slug is. We finally got a good stable slug. Just a slight amount of rotation from the rifle choke, and the accuracy couldn't have been better. Right dead center in that flower. The cast iron slug made it out in one piece, kept on going for another 50 yards or so and splashed in the water. The shot was taken at about 10 yards away, or 30 feet, and the velocity is around 1,200 feet per second.
So we've got a bright pink laser dot, a laser dot shining off of this shotgun downrange so you guys can see exactly where we're aiming. It's about a 6 minute of angle dot. And oddly enough, it stays on target even when I move the shotgun around.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
That's for Kiefer. Here we go. Oh, man. Yeah, it didn't do any indentation damage to that steel plate, but left a good splatter on there, and of course disintegrated our pink dot into little tiny confetti.
Disintegrated the sticker.
Fairly accurate though.
Yeah, that was stable. In this shot, the slug is rotating even less, so we're not really relying on spin stabilization. It's just the natural shape of that slug that is stable at that supersonic speed. And upon impact, most of the slug shattered from hitting that hard AR-500 steel plate. And we always set hard targets like that at an angle so none of the splash will come back at us.
So the other day I got into my patrol car to grab out the old jack, help a guy change a tire, and realized my brand new Walmart jack, relatively brand new, no longer works and does not work, cannot be fixed, hydraulic fluid, nothing. So we're going to shoot it with one of Evan's slugs.
He's aiming. Where are you aiming?
Right there where my laser's pointed, you can see the pink dot.
Yeah, that's a big laser point. Okay, we're trying to hit the hydraulic cylinder. It's on the other side of that.
So that all of the olive oil that's inside, the natural occurring olive oil.
Yeah, I don't know, it may go through. We got it at an angle so debris will fly in a safe direction. Not at us. Okay, whenever you think it's time to do it, do it.
Okay, here we go. Dang, thing hopped off that table.
Well, it looks like this cast iron slug was a little different than the last two. It flew sideways. I don't know exactly why, if the balance was just off a little bit, but still a very impressive impact that did a lot of damage.
Okay, hey, it's working now.
We jacked it up, that's for sure. Yeah, before anybody says no, this could not be fixed. Oh, OG, you gotta try doing blah 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 and putting in the mimic.
You
No,
gotta put some
doesn't work.
Jello in it. And
I had my
fixes
mechanic at work try to fix it. No, it does not work.
Okay.
So we punched it in there. It made it inside, but it did not hit, of course, the little cylinder.
Uh-huh.
But it was very accurate.
That one I think was flying sideways.
And for everybody who thinks we would have done more damage if we just strapped it down. No, that's
They don't
not.
understand how.
That's not how physics works, folks.
Yeah.
That slug has deposited all of its energy long before this thing started to move. So.
Exactly. It's not like punching a paper bag in the air. That's what a lot of people think. That's their idea of.
If you just tied this thing down, you would have blown that whole thing up.
Yep. That's not
However,
true.
we can't go home with a slightly damaged jack. We have to go home with a fully damaged jack.
Yep.
I'm going to put a Brennicky slug in here and see if we can't rupture that olive oil tank.
The special forces.
Yeah, I think so. Some time ago, a couple years ago, you guys might remember we tested out these special forces, these Brennicky special forces. And they must be tactical if they say special forces on them.
Oh yeah,
We did have
short
some,
magnum.
Short magnums.
It's
We
like
had some accuracy problems, and they
like
kind
a
of
tall midget, you know.
short magnums.
Short magnum.
So, but they're red, so they got to be way cool.
Yeah, they get faster that way.
These are for firemen to shoot. Anyway, so we had some problems with them accuracy-wise. We had some problems with them kind of breaking up in flight.
Tail would fall off, and it would lose accuracy and stability.
So we're going to send one of these at the jack. If that doesn't work, we've got the TAOFLEDER favorite, the old Walmart 1-ounce slug, a Winchester XX.
Oh yeah.
So these always work.
Yes.
This is the home defense favorite. So
Okay.
as long as your home's 2 miles from the next guy.
Yes. Okay, we flipped it around so we have a nice clean spot. We'll see if we can bust that, if it even hit it as accurately, but also try to break that cylinder.
Yeah, I'm going to aim for the right side of that pink dot. That
Okay.
should be where the cylinder is.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Here we go.
Viewers always want us to do comparative shots with different types of ammo, so there you go. Comparative shots are always subjective because it's really hard to reproduce the exact same conditions for each shot.
This is Evans.
Evan Slug do better than the Brennicky Special Forces. That's
Evan. We flipped it around. There's Brennicky Special Forces punched in there.
Oh, you did hit the cylinder though.
It did hit. It didn't rupture it, but did actually break through and hit it. You can see that we missed it a little bit with Evans, but
Yeah. Okay. Very similar results.
yeah,
I think Evans was more accurate though.
probably so. Special
That dude
force.
knows his stuff, man. I don't know. He's got that ballistic mojo, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got a foster slug that needs a home. It's going right there.
Okay. This scares me. Make sure you squint.
Yes, true.
Okay, where are you aiming at?
The cylinder, which is right behind that little silver bar.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Wow, look at all that smoke.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, did that finish it?
Yeah, it ruptured the cylinder finally, which was our goal.
Yeah, but that it wasn't protected with that steel.
That crossbar.
Well, the steel framework, you know.
Oh, yeah. So, punched in there. We found this little piece of cardboard wad kind of tucked in a hole there. But yeah, it did make it all the way through. So, we jacked up the jack, folks.
We can throw it away now.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it down here with the fishes.
Oh, no.
So they can change tires.
Oh, okay.
It no longer goes up.
Now it works. That would be funny if it
Which
started
happens after you turn 40.
Oh, no.
Alright, here comes the Winchester Foster Slug, traveling around 1,600 feet per second. Looks like he essentially split the slug on that tie rod in the middle, but it still did a lot of damage. I mean, it's hard to beat a good old lead Foster Slug for the price.
You're going to be like Hickok and carve the pumpkin?
I have a feeling one round is going to carve this pumpkin into a bunch of goo. I'm going to aim for the mouth because our water level's in there, and we'll see if we can't get some hydrostatic shock and blow that thing away.
Okay, I am ready.
Here we go.
Wow!
Wow.
That's how you carve a pumpkin, Hickok.
Hey, so we're going to send this off to the Patreon Gold level members.
There is no gold level.
Oh, that's right.
Well, this shot was taken at about 30 yards. We have a little bit of rotation, good stability, and look at that energy. Now, that was a pretty large pumpkin, and inside it had between 8 and 10 gallons of water in it, just to give you an idea. Pumpkins are a lot more exciting to shoot at when you fill them full of water, so you have that hydrostatic shock. But once again, Evan surprised us with this unique design. I thought made out of cast iron, they were going to be brittle, and at the very least, the tail section break off. Remember, these things are subjected to over 10,000 G's of acceleration, and a lot of force is applied to them. And of course, we want to thank our Patreon supporters. They are our motivation to continue to create videos for you guys. Typically, we premiere the videos over on Patreon first, usually a day ahead of the time. And we also have monthly giveaways of some of the projectiles we've shot, including the ones that were featured on our poster. So if that sounds cool to you, then consider supporting us on Patreon. We always need your support so we can make better videos. Thank you.